Everesting is the holy grail for cyclists short on ideas, long on time, and with an appetite for self-flagellation. 8,848 meters elevation on one climb, endlessly repeated until it's done. Why we do it will differ from person to person, but for me it was a send-off to the island that in many ways changed my life, and a chance to change others' lives too, through a fundraiser for Doctors Without Borders. I began my effort at 1:30 in the morning, heading up the Coll de Batalla, one of Mallorca's most spectacular climbs. 8 kilometers in length, 391 meters of elevation per lap, and 23 repetitions required to hit the target. The first 6 hours were ridden in darkness without a soul around until shortly before dawn. A single goat, a pine marten and a bat were the only company until the sun rose over my 7th repetition. The morning brought with it a surge in vibes and a temporary quickening of the pace. Fellow cyclists appeared around 9 AM and steadily increased throughout the day, with the occasional fan of the channel joining for a brief lap
That guy on YouTube.
or offering shouts of encouragement as I whizzed down the descent. A commitment to stuffing my face was successful in staving off the bonk, but for a temporary blip around 1:30. The afternoon saw an assemblage of new friends made this last year, my Sherpas joining to support, providing a welcome boost and helping chisel away at the still monumental distance and elevation between me and the finish. By 7 PM I'd been going for 17.5 hours and knew that I'd make it, but also that I'd be finishing on my own and in the dark. A brief accounting error that saw my remaining reps dip from 5 to 4, then back to 5, saw vibes drop, and I re-entered the second night shift desperate for the end. Keeping me going was the thought of raising money for those who needed it most, and my responsibility to them to put my temporary discomfort to one side and just get it done. To my surprise, I found the dark, solitary laps go by fastest, with the absence of light reducing the now too familiar identifiers of the climb to just corners that could be counted down until my turnaround at the top. And despite my poor choice of climb, I got there in the end. The shallow gradient stretching this monster of a ride out into a 360-kilometer epic that tested me mentally more than physically. 20.5 hours after I began, it was all over. The hardest thing I've ever done, but all worth it to have met my fundraising goal. The donation page is still open, so if you haven't done so already, every contribution makes a difference.